Now then, guys, welcome back to the George Scaife LFC channel. If you're watching this on catch-up, hello to you. Today we're going through my full match preview for tomorrow's game against Crystal Palace in the Carabao Cup. For me, it's not a massive game. In my opinion, it's a glorified friendly. I'm not on this whole, we've won the quadruple when you've won the Carabao. I've just said Carabao Cup, in there. I've got the wrong. I've got the trophy wrong. We've just great start. We're 20 seconds in, and I just said the wrong friggin' trophy. It's not the Carabao Cup. It's the Community Shield. I was just gonna say then. When people say, "Oh, we've won the treble, we've won the Carabao, the Community Shield, and the Audi Cup," it doesn't count. The Community Shield does not count as a trophy, guys. Let's just chill out, please. But it is a test. It is an early test, by the way, as to where we are. And obviously, we've got a new squad, right? So, a very new squad. So it's interesting to see where the hell people are going to play and who's going to play. If you're in the TikTok, guys, get into the YouTube stream. We're talking all things Community Shield, not Carabao Cup. In my opinion, this team starts, and Spency's in here, one of the members on the channel. AB Leon's in here. Jake's in here. James, Shay. There's loads of people in here. Billy's in here. Nice one, guys. In my opinion, we start with this. I think it's a 4-2-3-1. Obviously, the main missers of the game are, I think McAllister will miss the starting lineup. I don't think he's fully fit. I don't think certainly he can play a full 90 minutes. If he will start, I can't see him playing more than 60. I think it'll be a case of him being rotated at about 60, maybe even half-time, being honest with McAllister, and still be kind of used and treated as a pre-season game for him because he's missed so many minutes this pre-season, right? He's been eased in. I think the other noticeable absence is Connor Bradley as well. I think Frimpong will play this game. So we'll start from the back and we'll go from Alisson. Get your comments in, guys. And if you're new around here, make sure you leave a like on the stream if you enjoy. It's the easiest way of helping me out. Guys, if you're in the TikTok stream, get into the YouTube. We're going through I've got my team on here, right? So we're looking at who's going to play tomorrow against Palace. I think Alisson starts. Guys, if you disagree entirely, do let me know. I just think Ashley's in here. Generic names in here. One of the members of the channel, mate. Hope you well. Bradley we'll talk about in a second, mate. Alisson starts the game. I don't see a reason why he shouldn't. He's back in training. I believe he had that family, whatever happened in over there. Hope it's all resolved now. And now he's back. Off the left, I think Kirkus plays. I think it would be weird if Robertson did play. Kirkus has featured very heavily, I guess, in pre-season, right? He's come straight in there. He was in here from the start pretty much, not like Ekatike, who joined a bit later. Kirkus starts for me off the left. Centre-backs, Konate certainly starts, in my opinion, absolutely. It'll be interesting to see if Van Dijk's fully recovered from the the illness he had. I believe he has, so he comes into the team. I've got no reason to believe he doesn't. For me, the right-back slot, and a lot of people saying James about Bradley there, Abdu about Bradley. There's a few, yes, Bradley, generic name, one of the members on the channel. You can become a member, guys. Click join on desk. Go on your desktop and click join. Support the channel. I think he's injured. I've seen he's injured. And I even think if he is not injured, he won't be fully fit. Therefore, I don't think he'll play. I don't see a point in playing him. Why risk him now? I'd play him against Bournemouth, in my opinion, if he is fit. So you give him a week off. And Frimpong plays. It's not like we need to play Bradley. It's not like it's a massive drop-off from Bradley to Frimpong. Some people, most people, in fact, would even argue it's the other way around and that Frimpong's a better player than Bradley. I entirely disagree. I still think Bradley's a better player than Frimpong. Overall, as an asset, we know what Bradley can do in the league. I've no doubt Frimpong will show what he can do in the league. But right now, I'm going by what I've seen, and I've seen Bradley smash it. I want Bradley in our first team. But Frimpong plays here, and I've absolutely got no issues with him playing in this game. I think I'm going to actually show you this now. On the ball, it'll be something like this. We've seen this all through pre-season. I have no reason to believe this would change. There's been no indication, really, of this changing. This kind of 3-4-3 on the ball in progression, this kind of 3-2-5, 3-2-4-1, I think is probably best to sum it up as. Guys, in the comments, you are all here. Thank you so much. It's a bit of an impromptu stream, this. If you're enjoying, make sure you smash the like down below. It's free, entirely free. You can always unlike if you disagree with me. I think a midfield two of Szoboszlai and Gravenberch start the game. We'll come on to Frimpong, because I want to talk about Frimpong and Salah specifically as a two in a minute and how they link up. I just think the midfield two, hasn't got McAllister in. I spoke about at the start. I don't think he's fit enough to play a full 90. I think there's a world in which McAllister comes on, definitely, for half an hour, maybe 40 minutes towards the end. I think the player who will depart, in my opinion, is Szoboszlai. And I think that's quite an easy tap-in, to be honest, given that Gravenberch is obviously suspended for that Bournemouth game, opening weekend, with the red card. Therefore, Gravenberch should play the full 90, if not 80 minutes, you'd like to think, right, or 75 as such, because he's not got a game on the following Friday. Therefore, Szoboszlai should be rested at about 60 for McAllister, in my opinion. Maybe Jones comes on for Gravenberch with 15, 20 to go. I don't know. But of the two, Szoboszlai comes off earliest for McAllister. Let me know if you agree. That's just my opinion. I don't have any inside sources. It's just my opinion, guys. And then your right wing slot is, guys, get into the YouTube if you're new around here. Salah definitely starts, of course, and I want to talk again about this link up here. It's very interesting. Off your left, I think it's Gakpo. A couple people on Twitter, have had Engamoa in this team. I don't think Engamoa starts at all. Guys, in the TikTok, let me know your thoughts in it. Come and have your say. We're getting comments up on screen. I will be in a second anyway. Stay tuned. I just think Gakpo's a better player. I think he's more experienced at Wembley as well. Like, he knows what it takes in these games. Engamoa's no doubt got a bright future ahead. But right now, ultimately, it's a cup final. I mean, I don't put much weight on it, as I said at the start. But I'd rather Gakpo started in this game. Wirtz obviously comes in as one of our best players. He plays in the number 10 role. Again, on the ball, sorry. It would look like something like this, playing in them left half spaces. I don't see any reason why this would change. Why the hell change it now? It's worked. It's like pretty much worked in pre-season. And Ekitike will be a striker. He has actually impressed me in that first game, first start, I guess. And I don't see a reason why he doesn't start. Who the hell starts over Ekitike now? Now Nunes has gone. Dan's won't start, will he? I don't actually like that. I don't like how Ekitike's got no one kind of behind him, pushing him for the starting position. If Ekitike has a bad game, no one's going to take that role off him, really. But if maybe Gakpo has a bad game, Frimpong, or I don't know, Szoboszlai have a bad game, the position's not entirely secure, right? Because you've got Bradley here, you've got McAllister there, you've got Engamoa there. So Ekitike's got no one behind him right now. But the interesting is, haven't got any inside, yeah. The interesting thing is, obviously, if Isak signs, it's entirely the other side of the coin with Ekitike. He's gone from being our only striker, guaranteed starter, to he might not even start it. Like, yeah, he'll play, but he might not start over Isak. Sorry. Right. Let's talk about this, and I want to open the floor up to you because I've realised I've just been talking there, just getting my thoughts out there. I'd love to hear your thoughts, guys. If you're in the TikTok, get into the YouTube stream. It's George Scaife LFC. We're getting comments up on screen right now. Did you watch Ipswich last night? I did not. One of the members on the channel, a generic name, mate. How are you? I'm going to get this on screen, actually. Wait there. Bang, bang. There we go. The members are on the bottom right. Look at that. And we have 8 members, by the way. It's crazy. I'd love to see Rio in around 60, 70 minutes if we're leading. I agree. I even think if we're losing, you bring Engamoa on. I think he's got either side to his game. He could either... I'd actually rather see him on if we're losing, to be honest, and chasing a game. I think he had something completely different. If we're winning 2-1, yeah, I'd actually disagree with what you're saying. If we're winning 2-1, I probably wouldn't bring him on. I'd probably keep Gakpo on, to be honest with you. You can't throw Engamoa from pre-season to a community shield. Exactly, yeah. I saw, was it Anfield something on Twitter, had Engamoa starting. I thought that's a bit bold. I get he's obviously great, no doubt, but it's a big step up that within 4 games. Finley, what's your opinion if we don't get Isak? Barcola I don't get the Barcola signing. I think it'll be a disappointing signing. I think because it's quite rushed. I get we were linked to him before. I don't think that was particularly a strong link, I'll say that. And I feel like it's a plan B. Well, it is a plan B, right? I don't think we need a left winger. I think Slot's made it very clear, not just in press conferences, but also in pre-season, that Engamoa is the second choice now. He will be trusted. It's a massive step up for him, but Slot, I trust Slot more than myself. So I don't think we need Barcola. I don't think we need another winger. If we are going to get another winger, I'd probably rather it was a backup right winger, maybe to take Ben Doak's place, but I think that's an interesting conversation around Ben Doak. I see Wirtz balling out and Gay putting in. I hate this whole audition thing. He's putting himself in the shop window. Hate all that nonsense. Gakpo is literally one of the best. Yes, I agree. If we don't sign Isak, do you think we'll sign a striker? I don't think we'll sign a striker, to be honest. If we don't sign Isak, I think we might sign a winger. Looking at this, I mean, I can't trust this fella. I mean, I know he got the recent news right, but I can't trust that fella. I think we're looking at Barcola very strongly, guys. I was looking at the paper weirdly this morning, and it's, they were raving about him in terms of that link. I think we should sign Isak next. Yeah, Isak next season's an option, I think, definitely. If you're there tomorrow, let's have a pint. I'm not there tomorrow. Some people I'm sure will be in here, so meet Ashley Hunt for a beer. Ryan was an incredible... Okay, great. I think he's a really good player, Ryan, does Nathan. He's kind of exactly what City needed, right? That hole in midfield. And yeah, Gundogan had that late goal in him as well, which is so great. And I think Ryan is a great replacement for that, because he's got that late run into the box, hasn't he? Guys, I know it's a late stream. We're going for 100 people in this stream here. If you're in the TikTok now, there's 100 of you in there. Get into the TikTok, the YouTube stream, sorry. There's 73 of you in here. If you're in the stream now, the easiest way of helping me get to 100 is by leaving a like. It pushes it out on the algorithm. It's entirely free. It costs nothing, and it really helps me out. You can always unlike if you hate me halfway through. I see Sobersley. This one's from Fahad. I see Sobersley playing the full 90 and McAllister coming on at 60 or 70. You see, I think that's interesting, mate. I disagree entirely. I've got to say I disagree entirely. And I'll bring this up on screen here. Obviously, we can disagree, right? I just think with Bournemouth coming up and Gravenberch suspended, we need two midfielders in there against Bournemouth. It's not going to be Gravenberch. You've either got Sobersley, McAllister, or Jones. I don't see Endo playing. I don't see anyone else playing other than those three. Sobersley, Jones, and McAllister. If you play McAllister here for 90 minutes or for 70 minutes, a player who's not already fully fit as it is, are you risking him for the Friday? Whereas if you play Gravenberch here, who doesn't need to be played on Friday, he's got a week off. Why? Surely you maximise Gravenberch's playing time in this game, right? He's also very good. Like, you want to get him on the pitch, and there's no risk really of running him tired for Friday. I think Gravenberch, if anyone's going to play, like you said, if anyone's going to play full 90, I think it is Gravenberch because of that reason. I do agree with you, McAllister point. I think he comes on at 60 or 70. I just don't see McAllister playing with Sobersley. In fact, I see him playing instead of Sobersley. My opinion, I'd love to know yours as well. Guys, if you're in the TikTok stream, get into the YouTube. We're bringing comments up on screen. Come and have yours say. We're not missing a comment here. Sorry, I missed one there. I'd rather get Rodrigo than Bacol. Oh, mate, I would absolutely, definitely. Phasia, thing is, after the Community Shield, when would Rio's most likely start be? Oh, after. Yeah, I don't know. It's something that you can't rush, I guess. You shouldn't be there shouldn't be pinpointing a game. It's certainly not Arsenal or Newcastle or Bournemouth. You probably got to start him in a cup game first, one of the early cup games. And it's not something that we can rush. I do agree with your point, though. I hear that, last year we had Gakpo and Diaz who could have either could have played in any game. You wouldn't have really minded whether it be Arsenal or Burnley. Either could have played, but now you probably can't play Ngamo in those big games because he's not done it before, and I think that's fine. That's not an issue at all. Wow, we've had a member. We've had a new member. Johan. Is that Johan? Johan HBM. New member on the channel, guys. Mate, I love your profile picture. Thank you so much. That is extremely generous. And your name will be on the back of this wall tomorrow when I update that. Imagine getting 10 members. I remember when LFC Foxy became a member. It was like, what the hell? 10 is a dream, guys. To become a member on the channel, I think it's £2. You have to go on the desktop version and click the button that says join. And I think that's the only way of doing it. You can't do it on your phone, annoyingly. Johan, hope you're well, mate. Get a comment in here, get involved in the stream. I really appreciate it. Let's get my team back on there. Guys, nearly 100 people in here. There's 76. How many likes are we on? Make sure you're leaving a like down below. I've missed a few comments there, actually. I jumped a few comments. We're going to go back to this one from Sammy. Barcola would actually be a good signing because Gakpo becomes a rotational option for left wing and striker. Also Barcola as well. Yes, I agree. I hear your point. I do hear your point. I think anywhere of 80 million plus is a bit crazy, right? I get you're not spending 150, 130 on Isak, but it's still a lot of money, right? I don't think he's anywhere near the player Isak is, in my opinion. In terms of potential, maybe we could talk. And ultimately, I certainly haven't seen enough of Barcola to say if he's worth £80 million. He don't particularly start for PSG, right? It's Kvaratskhelia off the left, and then Dembele, and then Doué. I mean, he did start at times, but I think Doué is so exciting. Obviously, I'd much rather Doué, but he's not going to leave, and he's off the other side. But yeah, Barcola's no doubt a talented player. I just think, is it what we need right now? I'd rather centre half, firstly. This one from Nathan Willis. Only thing that worries me with City. Wingers. Yeah, no, I agree. Doku couldn't put a cross on a piece of paper, mate. You know what I mean? I agree with you. Fad, I meant 60, 70 minutes into the game. Oh, right, I'm with you. I'm sorry, I'm with you. Hi, current squad depth is concerning. Yes, I've done a video on the squad depth yesterday, actually. It isn't for me. I still think we're 1 or 2 away from a complete squad. But I do think a lot of people are saying, well, you've signed 5 players already. How greedy do you want to get? But it's a fact, though, right? We need another centre-back. 2 things can be true. You can sign loads of players while still needing loads of players. I think that's, maybe not loads, but I don't think that's a crazy thing to say. We need a centre-back. For me, we need a left winger who could play up front. And in my opinion, I don't think Barcola is that guy who's gonna do it. Barcola's better than Rodrigo. I do think Rodrigo is more talented, I've got to say. Rio's a talent, but yes. exactly. You don't want to rush him into this and risk making him run before he can walk, I guess. I enjoyed how much more involved Gakpo was during the Bilbao. Yes, I agree. Gakpo's clearly trusted, right? He's our number one now. There's no competition really. Not well, there is, but not like it was last year with Diaz. As I mentioned before, now Gakpo's going to start every game. There's not a case of, oh, will Engamoa start this game? At least not right now, there isn't. Gakpo will just start every game off the left if anyone's going to. Whereas when Diaz was there, it was like, who's going to start this game? Olivia, morning from New Zealand. Oh, morning. Hope you're well. City's output in terms of wingers is, yes, I said that one. Hudson, score prediction for tomorrow. And guys, let me know yours down below in the comments now. I think Liverpool win 2-0, 2-1. 2-1. Let's go 2-1. We kind of need a centre-back now. Van Dijk and Ibu and Gomez is not going to cut it. I agree. Two of them injury-prone. I entirely agree. Hope all is well, mate. Yep, you too, mate. Thank you very much. I still think Alvarez is the best. I actually agree with that. Alvarez was the first guy I wanted. And it'd probably be the last. He just won't join, will it? I think a massive part of him leaving City was you want the new challenge, firstly, a new league. I don't think he particularly liked the culture. I think, unless I've made that up from somewhere, I'm pretty sure he didn't like the weather. Yeah, it makes sense why he went to Spain, you know. If he went to someone like Germany, it'd be like, are you making up bull here? But no, he's gone to Spain. It'd be a dream. Don't get me started on him, mate. Savinho's exactly, yeah. I think obviously you used to have like Sané and Sterling and Mahrez even contributed, and now you've gone from that to this, and you've moved all your goals more centrally. So you've put all your eggs in one basket, really, right? Is Chiesa staying, by the way? I don't know. Do you know something? I think he might. I really think he might. I don't know why. I just think because we lost Diaz and Nunez in the same window. Can we lose 3? Can we really lose 3? Yes, I think we probably can. We've got Ben Doak there, right? If Ben Doak goes on loan, though, I don't think Chiesa leaves at all. Just going to get a drink, guys. Make sure you comment in the comment section your score prediction for tomorrow. Sorry. Dayan says 3-1. I don't trust Endo and Gravenberch as centre-back. No, it's not I don't trust them. It's just not ideal, right? Jackson, mate, I'm all good, thank you. How are you? Hudson, I think the Belieber would suit us very well. Yeah, he's off Man United, isn't he? I think that's bloody annoying, but Belieber's great. I do think he's I'm not going to say it. Not going to say it. I know it's an LFC related channel, but have you seen the? Yeah, it's good, isn't it? It's really good. Our team is too small for Mpong 5'8", but our team's too small. Do you reckon? No, I disagree. Actually, completely disagree, Abdu. Van Dijk, Kanate. If we sign Isak, he's 6'4". Ekatike is massive. Gakpo's massive. Szoboszlai's big. Gravenberch is big. I disagree entirely. I think we've got quite a big team, to be honest with you. Annoying they can't watch the match, but 3-1. Yeah, 3-1's a fair shout. Vert's hat-trick, I mean, that is big. That is a big shout. A generic name this one's from. By the way, guys, we're nearly 100 viewers. If you could be so kind, get into the YouTube stream if you're on there. And if you're on here, make sure you leave a like, please. It's yeah, I very appreciate it. Saw the clip earlier, yeah, mate. Respect through the roof. People sleeping on Leone. I've done a video on Leone. Go and watch it. I was really excited by the guy. He's very hotly contested in what's it called? In Italy, sorry. Right, guys, get into the YouTube stream. I'm ending that stream on there. I need to work out. The thing is, like, we're growing YouTube. It's one of them where I only want to be streaming on here. I don't want to have to be on TikTok and that. But because all my platform, I guess, is on TikTok, it's like you've almost got to stream on both and tell people to come over here. But this is just miles better. Do you know what I mean? This is miles better than TikTok. It's not even good. Noah's Noah. Hello, mate. I be well. You're a long-term supporter of the channel with a €249. Mate, thank you. Opinions on Giovanni Leone. Liverpool interested, mate. I've done a video on Leone about a month ago, I reckon. So I've actually changed the title on it today just so it hopefully picks up again. Mate, I really appreciate the donation. Thank you. That goes back into the stream. That supports the channel. Helps me do what I do, guys. I appreciate all these streams, all these donations. Sorry, I'm trying to bring all the comments up on screen. Got a good community going on here. I've seen Noah's name a few times now. Leone's a great player for his age. Certainly, I think he was in the what's the Ballon d'Or, but for the kids, what's that called? The one that like Doué was in and that kind of thing. He was in that, and he's not particularly great on the ball. I'll say that, but he's a defender, which is quite refreshing in this day and age where you've got to be able to do 100 keep-ups, and it's like, I want a defender who can tackle, and I don't think we have that. Of course we have that, but I don't think teams prioritise that, is what I'm saying. But I appreciate it, mate. I think if we get him on the cheap as well, it's one of them where you can mould him into a first choice. He kind of naturally progresses. He's got the opportunity to progress into getting a first choice position in a cup game, maybe. Where to watch the game for free? I have no idea, to be honest with you. Asking price. I don't even know, Hudson. I've not looked into that, to be honest with you. I mean, if we're trying to sign Alvarez. Yeah, okay, yeah, fair enough. Start to be like, ever missed much? Yeah, you've missed everything, mate. Pretty much turn off. No, you've not really missed much, to be honest with you. Do you think Curtis Jones will get lots of game time? Yes. I do actually. I think he'll get more game time than people think. I think he's got on for a big season. I think we are playing with 2 8s now as opposed to a 6 and then 2 8s, if you know what I mean. So it's a bit more contested for a position now because Wirtz is definitely playing as that number 10. However, I think he's good enough to play in there. That's what I'm saying. Leone now, Canate on a free end of season. Yes. Yeah, I agree. Cheers, mate. What about the Greek centre-back? Oh, I thought you were on about Tsimikas, genuinely. I don't know who you're on about. I assume you're not on about Tsimikas. Do you think Curtis Jones, I've said that one. Young Player Award, is it just the Young Player Award? Golden Boy, I think it's that, in fact, yeah. You think we're getting any... Yeah. Interesting. I'm going to the game tomorrow. First time Wembley. Curtis Jones is sick and underrated. Interesting. Right, guys, I'm going to jump off. It was a quick stream, this one. Just a little preview for the game tomorrow. I appreciate all the support. I appreciate the donations from Johan becoming a member and Noah's No with the 249. Guys, you're class. And I don't know if I'll be live tomorrow. I might be live tomorrow. We'll see. But there'll definitely be a video after the game. And that'll be every time there's a game. There'll always be a video after. If you want to come and see that, make sure you subscribe so you don't miss it. And I'll see you all later. Ta-ra.